you feel bombarded with product recs on a daily basis? Whether it's an Apple Watch, some sort of weird tea that claims to fix every single thing wrong with your body, or maybe it's those Who-looking shoes that will not get off my Pinterest no matter how many times I see them. Well, same. So today we're going to talk about things that have actually saved me money instead of just stealing it. Firstly, a yoga mat. Oh my gosh, my yoga mat costed me around $50. Actually, I got it for free because when I got laid off from my job, I had a week to use up all my wellness and health benefits before I left or was forced out. And I purchased a yoga mat with some of the money, but it would have costed around $50 retail value, I'm pretty sure. And I use this thing at least weekly, but probably like every other day, just to do 10 to 15 minutes Pilates and yoga. And it keeps me feeling so good. And if I didn't have this yoga mat, if I didn't have the upfront purchase of a yoga mat, I definitely would be paying for a lot more Pilates and yoga classes than I do. I basically never pay for Pilates and yoga, and I just watch free ones on YouTube and do it at home. And the reason I'm able to do that is because I have a yoga mat. If I didn't have a yoga mat, I would definitely just be going to classes. So 100% my yoga mat has saved me money. This isn't going to save everyone as much money as it has saved me. Of course, everyone's values are different. Going to an in-person yoga class or a Pilates class and getting to be in your community and talk to your instructors and talk to your friends there is invaluable. And if your yoga studio or your fitness studio is a place where you feel like really is important to you, then you should not stop going to save money. Honestly, that is worth the money. However, if it is something that kind of just takes your money and you don't really have a community there, maybe swapping out the purchases of yoga classes with purchasing a yoga mat to keep at home could save you a little bit of money. I don't know, but it definitely saved me a lot of money and brought me a lot of joy, so I love my little yoga mat. This isn't technically a purchase because it's free. Library card. You guys knew I was going to say it. You knew I was going to say it. You did not click on this video thinking I wasn't going to mention your local library. If you thought I wasn't going to mention the local library in the first 4 minutes of this video, you don't even know who I am because, oh my god, I love my local library. I love my local library. I go to my local library all the freaking time. I go there not only just to get books, because yes, it saves money as a reader. Using the Libby app and getting books on the Libby app for audiobook and onto my Kobo for ebook has totally saved me money. But even more than that, just going to the library has saved me money. I work from home, so sometimes I really want to get out of the house and get some work done with other humans around. And I would previously always be like, okay, I guess I'm going to go spend $8 on a matcha. And don't get me wrong, I love to do that. Do not mistake me for someone who doesn't want to pay $8 for matcha. I'll pay $8 every single time, okay? But I will say one thing, and that is, you can get a pretty similar experience at your local library. I make my coffee at home, I bring it to my local library, I sit down, I use the free Wi-Fi, and I am so happy. There is something so lovely about existing in a space that isn't trying to make you spend money. Like, honestly, my local library has given me so much and so much happiness. Whenever I'm working at a coffee shop, I never want to work there for more than 2 hours, and if I do spend over like an hour and a half, I'll often make another purchase because I don't want to be taking up space and not buying something. However, I don't always want to do this. I don't always have the money. And like when you're at the library, no one's rushing you out. You're not taking up seats from anyone else. No one is annoyed at you for being there too long or whatever. It is so nice to just exist in a space where you're not like, oh my god, are they annoyed that I'm here? Oh my god, like no one's annoyed. Everyone is welcome in the library. You can spend as much time as you'd like there. And it is so comforting, and I find that I get so much more work done because I'm not obsessing over how much time I've spent there, and I'm just allowing myself to like actually work. Crazy concept, I know. But yeah, my local library and my library card has saved me so much money. If you do not have a library card, you need to get one. And don't be like,
oh, but I don't like the book selection at my local library.
There's so much more than the book selection. There's so much more. You can rent puzzles, you can rent DVDs, you can rent some libraries that can do vinyl, you can do board games, you can do movies, you can do shows. Oh my gosh, there's so much you can get there. Get a library card, please. My home office setup has also saved me a lot of money. Again, my previous workplace, before they laid me off, did pay for my home library setup, right? Home library, I wish. Home office setup. I just have an IKEA standing desk, but honestly, I never make that thing standing ever. I never use the standing part of it. So, you know, if you're debating getting a standing desk and you're not sure if you're a standing desk person, I'm not a standing desk person. I need to sit. I need to hunch my back over into a C shape and edit my videos. Having my home office setup though has saved me a lot of money, because if I didn't have a home office setup that I loved, I definitely would have been paying for a communal workspace at this point. I really do enjoy having everything in my home. I don't want to say that I don't understand why people would want to work anywhere else, because I actually do. Like, I sometimes do wish that I did pay for a co-working space, or I did have a public office space to go to a little bit more, but it has saved me a lot of money not having that, and I kind of just go to my library if I'm craving that, or go to a coffee shop like I mentioned. I really do love my home office setup, and it's just in the corner of our 700 square foot apartment in the living room. It is not anything fancy. It's literally just a desk and a chair, but I do really love it, and it saved me a lot of money for sure. Co-working spaces are like at least $300 a month, and I just simply don't have that money right now. So having a home office space that I love is amazing. The next item is Doc Martens, and this might be a really interesting one for some people, because I think for some people, certain Doc Marten styles are very trendy and they don't like them for a long time. This was my first ever pair of Doc Martens that I got. I got these from Winners for $100. Which is crazy, because these are like regular, like $250. And the reason I say that these have saved me money is because I haven't gone out and purchased a pair of black boots since buying these 3 years ago. And I think previously I was very much someone who, like, every fall would roll around and I'd be like, well, what black boot are we buying this season? What black boot are we getting for winter? And I really feel like since getting those, I haven't felt the need to have any more pairs of, like, black boots. These have been my ride or dies. Of course, I live in Canada where there is snow. Like, these are not snow boots. I do have boots for the snow, of course. But in terms of, like, just a black fall boot, I have not purchased one in 3 years, which is, that's not very long, but it's wild to me. And these still look like brand new. I think I'll have these for so many years. I'm still not sick of them. I still love the style. I know that style was like the shoe in 2019 when it was like the Emma Chamberlain, like the Visco girls. But honestly, I still love them. I don't know if they're not trendy or not anymore. I have no idea. But I love them, and they feel so good on my feet. I can wear them for hours and hours and hours. They feel so comfy after I broke them in. They were not easy to break in, but once I broke them in, they're perfect. And yeah, I think those were my kind of first pair of boots, other than my Blundstones, which I also would consider saving me money. I have not purchased another pair of Blundstones since I got my one pair in 2015. It would have been grade 10, 2015. So those are 9 years old, and they still look brand spanking new. Do I have them? Right here. Still my go-to outdoor shoe. Still my go-to cottage shoe. Every time we're doing anything where we're gonna get a little bit dirty, or I just want my feet to be as comfortable as possible, I still wear these. So this section is less Doc Marten, but 100% my Doc Martens have saved me money, but it's just investing in high quality shoes. I don't go through shoes nearly as much as I had previously. I used to be buying new shoes. I feel like every season came around and I was like, hey, well, my shoes from last year are kind of done. Whereas now, like, I've had my Blundstones for 9 years. I've had my Doc Marten Jadens for 3 years. I feel like those two purchases have saved me so much money because I haven't constantly been repurchasing since buying them. Also, as someone with foot pain, just investing in nicer shoes is really important for me. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of my Docs, huge fan of my Blundstones, and just a huge fan of investing in whatever high quality shoe works for you. But if you're someone who's on your feet a lot, it is worth the investment, and I love mine. My bike has saved me money. I spend so much less money on Ubers and on the bus and on any transit. Oh my gosh, I'll just bike. Oh, you want to meet somewhere that's an hour away? I'll bike, no problem. Literally, it's a lot of the time, especially if you're driving downtown, if you're biking downtown, you're going as fast, if not faster, than any other, like, car on the road. You're obviously going faster than walking, and you're definitely going faster than transit. So I love my bike. I bring it everywhere. Not really. It brings me everywhere. I have saved a lot of money just on Ubers and everything. I will say my bike is, like, super cheap, so I haven't paid a bunch of money for it. I definitely think the break-even point obviously would be harder the more expensive bike that you get. but I'm just using my bike from, I think I got it for my 15th or 14th birthday, and I'm 24. So I've had my bike for about 10 years now. It's just great exercise. It doesn't even feel like exercise when I'm biking because I enjoy it so much. Yeah, just like really, really love my bike. Has saved me so much money, specifically because I've used a bike that I already owned and I didn't go out and buy a super expensive one. But not saying I'll never do that because I definitely will. But right now I'm happy with what I have, and it has saved me a lot of money riding on my old rusty bike from 10 years ago. LED light bulbs. This is probably very obvious, but oh my gosh. LEDs have saved us so much money on our hydro. I don't know what the actual numbers are for how much, but we did notice like our hydro bill was like probably around $5 less every single month since switching out all of our lights for LEDs, which is amazing. Like all the ones behind me are LEDs, of course. We would have like 8 light bulbs going at once, and like they were halogen before. So also it was hot. So also that helps in the summer because we use less air conditioning because our light bulbs aren't heating up our apartment. Anyway, just so many good reasons that LEDs have helped, but they've definitely saved us money. And then also, they've saved us money because since getting LEDs, we've purchased a lot less decor and like party decor because we got color changing LEDs. Whereas before, like I would host a Galentine's Day party, for example, actually. I hosted a Galentine's Day last February, and I would have purchased like a bunch of pink decor and pink and purple and whatever. I didn't purchase any decor for the Galentine's Day party, and I simply just changed all of the lights in our LED light bulbs to like pink and purple. And it was perfectly the vibe. It was great. And I honestly feel like since having those color changing light bulbs, we purchase so much less when we're having people over because in order to like set a vibe, we just changed the lighting instead of changing like out physical decor. Saved us so much money. Hydro bill and decor specifically are the reasons. And then also I feel like we've purchased less lamps again because we can make these light bulbs in our lighting so much like more dreamy and more cozy. I feel like we've needed less lights around our apartment in order to achieve that like super cozy vibe, if that makes sense, because we already have such a cozy vibe with how warm we can get our light bulbs. It's like we make them like super orangey like they are behind me in a way that we could never achieve with like any light bulb that wasn't LED. So anyways, so many reasons why LEDs are the best, but absolutely love them. Has saved us so much money. My Kobo, of course. Any e-reader I feel like is a money saver. I got my e-reader as a gift in 2018, I believe, and it has saved me so much money because I basically exclusively read books from my library on my Kobo. So anytime that I would go to like buy a book, I'd be like, oh, I'll check the library. And usually it was like a 2-month wait or less to get it onto my Kobo, so I would just wait. It's also great because if your library has late fees, if you forget to bring the physical book back, obviously you'll get a late fee. But if you're reading it on an e-reader, so in my case a Kobo, it automatically gets taken off of your Kobo, so there's like no risk of you returning it late. My library doesn't have late fees. This is not a problem for me. However, if it's a problem for you and your library does have late fees, maybe a Kobo is a move. I don't know. Don't buy it just because I said so. I'm not here to influence you to buy something if you don't think it'll actually save you money. But yeah, in my case, it saved me a lot of money also because I've had it for like 7 years now, so I've really like used it a lot. I bought an external hard drive, and the amount of money that has saved me in my freaking Google subscription, my Google Drive subscription, oh my god, I think I paid like $80 for a hard drive. I was spending $10 a month on Google Drive storage. Holy goddamn. After 8 months, it broke even, obviously. 10 times 8. I'm a math genius. I'm a genius! Also, just appreciate the fact that I have like a physical drive and it's not just like in my computer. And I don't know, I worry like if I were to ever get locked out of my Google account, is all my shit just gone? Like it literally, like all your shit's gone. That's terrifying to think about. So I like having the physical like hard drive as well. Just so many reasons why having a hard drive is a lot better. But main one being it saves me so much money and I absolutely love it. Also, moving files over, it's so much quicker. Oh my god, to upload a video to Google Drive would take like 6 hours, 8 hours if I was like a YouTube video that was filmed on this camera. It takes so long to go over. Onto my hard drive, it's like half the time, if not a quarter of the time. So much better. About 5 years ago, when we moved into our apartment, we purchased a drying rack for $7 at Value Village. We have probably dried at least 500 loads of laundry on that drying rack since getting it. And our loads of laundry cost $2.25 in the dryer every time. So 500 times 2.25 is a number that is so large. Kidding, I'll figure it out. 500 times 2 is 1,000. And then 500.25. 400 times 0.25 is 100. 125. 1125. Is that right? That might not be right. Whatever. 1,125 loads of laundry. No. $1,125. Dollars. Our drying rack has saved us so much money because we dry everything on it instead of paying for the dryer. Our $7 drying rack has saved us over $1,000. It's crazy. I don't know why everyone doesn't air dry their clothes. It's so much better for your clothes because it doesn't it's not good for your clothes to be constantly shoved into a machine. It makes them wear down quicker. Horrible for the environment. Horrible. And it's so expensive. It's so expensive to dry your clothes. I just don't understand why anyone does that. We air dry our clothes exclusively. It saves us so much money, and I would recommend it so highly to you. You should be air drying your clothes. Go and thrift a drying rack. It will change your life. Last summer, we purchased blackout curtains in our living room, and this helped a lot with air conditioning costs because our apartment just gets significantly less hot when we have those closed. I didn't even think of this when we got them. Honestly, we just got the blackout curtains because we wanted to be able to have guests sleep in our living room and be able to have them sleep because our apartment's super bright. So that's the reason we got them, but it has actually, we realized on our hydro bill, we are putting our air conditioning on significantly less because of these blackout curtains. So we love a dual purpose. A surprise money save on the blackout curtains, but they have saved us a lot of money in hydro. And also, I just love them. It's so nice to be able to have a lot of privacy and to be able to completely black out our apartment. When we go to bed, we draw all the curtains and it's so nice. It's like a freaking cave in our apartment, and I just get a lot of joy from that. Last but not least is period underwear. Oh my gosh. Of course this saves you money because it's basically like a reusable pad, right? You're able to reuse the period underwear to collect your period blood over and over and over again instead of getting disposables like tampons or pads or panty liners. A Diva cup would also save you money. I just have a light enough flow, so I don't need to use that, and the period underwear works for me, so that's what I go with. I personally use Revol Cares. Super good. I like how they fit so far. I've had no issues. Yeah, I'm really happy with them. They're a sustainable company based out of Vancouver, BC, which I love to support a Canadian company, so if you're Canadian, you should definitely use them. And I think they have the cleanest fabric buildup of any other period underwear company because some, I think, thinks they were in a lawsuit for having lead in their period underwear. Crazy. But anyways, back to the money saving portion. It just saves you money because I'm not buying tampons and pads and disposable all the time. And they're also so much comfier. It is so much comfier to wear a period underwear to bed than it is to wear a tampon, which is not good for you. You shouldn't wear a tampon or a pad to bed. So much comfier. I would recommend. And yeah, hasn't saved me money yet because I recently just got my period back after having an IUD for 5 years. But I know that in the long run, probably after 6 months, I'll probably break even on the amount that the underwear cost, the amount that I would have spent on tampons and pads. And I just know that in the long run, it's better for the environment and it's better for my body and it's comfier and it's gonna save me money. That's a really nice thing. Nice cherry on top that it's saving me money. Anyway, that is everything that I have for you today. I'm sure I have so many more purchases that have saved me money, which is amazing. We'd love to see it. I think I just kind of wanted to make this video because I feel like in the underconsumption space, there's kind of a rhetoric sometimes that buying anything is bad. And I don't think that at all. I think there's a lot of amazing products that can help a lot of people in different ways. Maybe it saves you money, or maybe it helps you, maybe you're disabled and it helps you access a feature on something that you weren't able to previously. Maybe you buy something that just generally makes your life a little bit easier and it's worth the money to you. There's a lot of reasons to buy items, and I don't ever want to demonize purchasing in general because I think a lot of items are really creative and really awesome. Period underwear offers an amazing solution. Even if it didn't save me money, it still will be the best option for me because I like the feeling of sleeping in that versus sleeping in any other period product that I've tried. Saving money will never be a micro trend, and so it's always cool to make a purchase that is going to save you money in the long run as long as it's the right thing for you. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. I love you so much. I do not take for granted the fact that you carve time out of your day to spend it with me. I love you forever and ever and ever. And I have a vlog channel, if you didn't know. It's at Diaries of Tay. So if you want to go over there and check it out, it's a lot of fun. I have it linked in the description if you want to go look at it. But yeah, have a great day. Bye.